welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Jayme.
And this is Beth.
And we are two oldish, youngish ladies talking about what we're into today in this month of March 2025.
I'm excited. We haven't done one of these in a while, and I have a good list. I've been splurging and taking care of myself and being all kinds of excited about things. So
that is so cool. I can't wait to hear
know.
your list. And I have a few things that will possibly be unexpected. We'll see.
Okay. I love that about you. Let me tell you something.
I usually go in a different direction.
Always, but I appreciate that. I need to tell you something that was unexpected for me. So I literally have been aging at a rate that I don't like. I feel the wrinkles coming in more. I don't really want to do Botox or anything because it makes me nervous. And so I really wanted to get one of those red light face masks type of thing that helps, with the red light therapy. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it, and she had done all this research and she bought one. And I was like, thank you for doing the research. Send me the name. And so she sent me the name, and it's called a Cure mask. It was based out of like a brand out of like Australia. And it's this blue mask that you wear, and it lights up red, and it has all these different wavelengths, and there's all this science behind it. I can't tell you anything, only that the dermatologists and the plastic surgeons on TikTok were saying this was a good one. So I was like, great.
Well, there you go.
And it has a blue light, which helps to like if you have breakouts or anything. So that can help to treat that, which I was like, great.
Interesting.
Love that. And so Beth this year is trying to be frugal. Okay. I'm making good choices. I'm doing better. Not frugal, but
I know, because you said you splurged on some things. And so how does, keep going.
So I started off, I go to the eBays, and I'm going to go find this mask on eBay and buy it.
That's how you're being frugal.
And so I find a listing on eBay, and it's brand new, sealed in the box. And it's like, $75, $80 cheaper than it is online. I'm like, okay, this is great. Some lady got this for Christmas, not her vibe. It is my vibe. Her loss, my gain. Great.
Okay.
I order it. It's hundreds of dollars. Okay. It's not a cheap thing.
This is an investment.
This is an investment. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get plastic surgery. So anyway, I get the thing and I open it and I'm like, okay, it's not sealed, like with plastic wrap on the outside. It has like a little piece of like Scotch tape. I'm like, okay, maybe she opened it and like, no. I open it.
Used?
It is used. There's hair on it. The charging cord's not there.
No,
the mask has been like all put together.
Are you kidding me?
I was
right
like,
now?
you dumb hooch. I was so upset.
Can you return when it?
So I bought one that was like eBay guarantee because I bought it with PayPal money. Anyway, I was just so frustrated.
So you were able, did you return it?
Yes. Immediately I was just like, I took pictures. I was so irate because I had a long week at work. I've been looking forward to getting this mask. There's one of my friends at work. I kept telling her every day, I'm getting my mask. I'm shaking
my head right now.
And
how disappointing. How dare the seller?
How dare she? And so I literally was like so upset because all I wanted to do that night was do my beauty routine with my new mask.
Oh, and you had to wait.
And I had to wait. And then I went online and I read her reviews that weren't there when I first ordered of like, oh, this came used and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my gosh. I think she's one of those ladies that like buys the stuff, like, like Amazon resellers where it's like, you can go buy like Amazon returns at places and then people will resell it. I'm like, okay, that can work for some people, but not for me. This was not as described. And so anyway, I reached out to eBay. I got my money back right away. I sent it back to her, which it was still annoying because then I had to go to like the post office and it was a whole thing. And immediately I went on the brand's website and I ordered one.
Okay, good.
Short amount of time later, it's in my hand and I'm happy as a clam. Happy. Yeah.
Well, your skin looks great. Do you think it's working? Have you noticed a difference?
So you need to use it for 12 weeks.
Are you going to did you take before pictures?
No, I don't do that stuff.
How are you going to compare?
I don't. It's just how I feel.
Oh, okay.
I only care about the feels.
Okay.
I do feel it's helped. It's like a PMS week. And so I was using the blue light therapy because sometimes I had little breakouts and I definitely have noticed a difference. I haven't been 100% consistent with it because like I had like the flu for a minute and I wasn't about to be like doing beauty routines.
Are you supposed to do this every day?
Every single day. It's 3 minutes a day. So it's,
okay.
It's very
3
low.
minutes is totally doable.
It's totally doable. But
I was going to say 30 minutes, that's a commitment.
That's a commitment, but 3 minutes a day. And then the best thing is that old Beth, because she wasn't frugal, I found a red light stick I had bought and then another red light stick I had bought. So as I'm putting the face mask on.
What do you do with those things?
I put that other little one underneath the chin. Because your girl's getting a little saggy under there. And so now I have the giant mask on. I have the light under my chin. I'm walking around my house looking like some kind of like alien monster robot thing, but I'm getting my beauty on. So happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. I was so happy about it. So we'll see.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So my first one of the things that I'm into is clip-in hair things. Fake hair. Okay, so I recently was getting my hair done and I wanted to dye my hair purple and pink because I have two people in my life right now that have been diagnosed with cancer, one with pancreatic cancer, that's the purple, breast cancer, that's the pink. And I just wanted to just have that color in my hair. And my hair person was like, well, I'll do it, but it's just going to wash out. I'm like, can't you just make it permanent? And she's like, no, not really. No, it's just going to wash out. And I was like, dang it. And she said, why don't you just get some clip-ins? And I was like, what do you mean? And so anyway, I just went on Amazon and bought these cheap, dumb little things. But look, I have a purple streak and people have noticed and they're like, oh, I like your purple hair. And I'm like, thank you so much. It's for pancreatic cancer awareness. And I've only worn it a couple of times, but I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. And I have a couple different colors. So I'm going to be experimenting with those because I have to cut them to the length of my hair and just play with it. But I'm into it. I'm into it because they're not going to lose their vibrancy.
Yep. And it's a real easy way to change it up.
Yeah, I can put it in different places and whatever. Somebody asked me if it was my daughter's and I was like, no, it's mine.
So one of my good girlfriends, she started putting tinsel in her hair. Not like actual Christmas tinsel,
yes.
but the glitter version
strands.
of that. Yeah.
I like that.
And I'll see it and I'm like, that's so cute. She did it for an Olivia Rodrigo concert and then it just kind of stuck around. I'm like, I kind of love this. So it's super fun.
Yeah.
Life is too short not to have some fun.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? To enjoy it.
Totally.
Okay, so speaking of fun, I'm really into skincare right now, like always, but I found a new retinoid that I really like.
Oh.
And so it's the Neutrogena retinol.
Wait, do you say it Neutrogena? I would say Neutrogena.
You know what? I probably say it wrong.
I would say Neutrogena.
I call it Neutrogena. What do you call it?
You didn't say that. You said Neutrogena.
Neutrogena.
No, Neutrogena.
You know what? Potato.
Okay. I just think it's funny.
Neutrogena.
Okay, keep going.
No, that's
Neutrogena.
That's how I say it. Neutrogena. Is that wrong? It's wrong.
I've just never heard it like that.
I'm sure it's 100% wrong.
I kind of think it is wrong, but I like it.
It's fine. It's who I am. It's how I say crowns.
Neutrogena.
You know, I just do my thing.
Okay.
So, but it's the Retinol Pro Plus, and I got it, and it's actually pretty strong. Like,
did you get a recommendation for this?
I saw it on TikTok, of course. And the best advice I got is when using one of these products is it can be really, really harsh on your skin, and you can't just like jump into it, right? It's not an everyday cream.
You have to ease into it?
Ease into it, and you have to be really careful on like your delicate skin or like in your eye and stuff. And I saw this girl, and she had a really great tip is like you put your eye like cream and whatever on, then you just put a little bit of Vaseline on top of everything to kind of seal it in, and then you do your retinol, and then that way it helps to prevent like there's a little bit of a barrier because I didn't do that, and I a couple days after using that cream for the first time, I went and I put on like an eye patch, and literally it was burning, and I was like, oh, why is it burnt? Like this has never happened. It's something that I'd used before. I was like, oh, it's because of the retinol. So I've learned my lesson. I'm not burning my flesh anymore, but I definitely have noticed like a change. So it's good.
All right, love a good recommendation. Love that. I haven't used anything like that.
Oh my gosh, if you're not using something like that, you're missing out.
I think I am.
That's the number one thing a dermatologist will tell you to use as a woman.
Other than sunscreen?
Yeah. So it's like that's what you should be using at night. It actually does help with wrinkles and like remaking your skin, but like it will eliminate fine lines.
Did you just get it at Target? I mean, because I
got it at Ulta, but
Neutrogena.
The Neutrogena is at the Targets or the Ultas or whatever.
Okay.
So I bought mine at Ulta because that's where my preferred place to shop for beauty.
Yeah. I saw you at an Ulta once.
I know. It was like
somewhat recently out in the wild. It was just
it was weird. I was
like,
out of context. I
know. Okay, so here's something I'm really into. And this is kind of a perpetual thing, but I feel like I'm even more into it lately because, like I mentioned, I have a couple people in my life that have a recent cancer diagnosis. And so it's really sad. So I'm really into moments/pockets of joy.
Okay. Hey.
And taking, like, really just being in those moments because it really helps to have kind of a break.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Recently we had a birthday party and it was themed. It was a murder mystery party. I've never done one of those before, but it was themed and everyone had a character and a costume. And it was just so fun to do something just fun. And for me, that was one of those things, like a moment and it was kind of a long moment because it was a couple hours.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that just kind of was out of the ordinary and it was fun. And I didn't have to.
You didn't have to do much.
It was just very light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have to do much, and I got to just enjoy it. And so those seem like they're a little bit more rare these days for some, for whatever reason. And so I'm looking for them, and I'm holding on to them and really savoring those moments. I feel like more these days.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, mine's back to vapid and
what does that mean?
Just self-centered and not meaning anything. Yeah. So I have been wearing my hair straight when normally I wear it curly. And it's been a whole process, and I've been trying to really protect my hair. So it's like I use a lot of leave-in heat protectants, and I'm always using a million things. And I typically only wash my hair twice a week. So I would love to wash it once a week, but your girl's a little greasy. But by the third day, it's kind of getting And I had been using a dry shampoo, which, my cat.
Distracted by your cat right now.
He's living his best life.
What is he doing?
He's living his best life. He's just above me. It's fine. So I see the girls on the TikToks using this new, it's like a spray-in shampoo that dries your hair. So it's not even like the old school dry shampoos where it's the powder. I know. I need to do more research on it. It's from this really famous brand, and I'm going to butcher the name, but it starts with a K. I can't remember anything else. Okay. I'll link it in our show notes so people can see it. But I found I just used traditional dry shampoo in a can, spraying it out.
Are you afraid to pronounce words now?
Why?
After the Neutrogena?
No.
Okay.
No. I literally cannot remember. Okay. I just know it has a giant K, and it's really expensive shampoos and stuff and hair treatments that are supposed to be good based on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So, anywho. So I found this dry shampoo though, and I'd struggle because I have dark hair. Dry shampoo sometimes gives that white cast.
Yeah.
I found a dark colored hair dry shampoo, and and I use that Clean Freak, which is pretty standard, but it's dark hair, and I spray it on now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I was a little afraid it was going to be remember how men used to use that spray on hair stuff that would you were a little bit balding or something, so that there's a can of spray on.
It fills it in.
It fills it in. It was really big. This guy named Ron something. He was the big seen on TV guy, and you'd see these guys spraying on this it's kind of like a matte hair, fake hair spray, and they would just glom it on. I'm gonna see if I can find the old commercial and post it, but it was just it was so wild, and I kind of felt like that, but when I touch it, it's not like I'm getting residue and stuff.
Good.
Yeah, so anyway, loved it.
That's great. So if any of you are who are listening and are following us on our social media, which is the Geriatric Millennials on Instagram, I posted a story recently. Yes. And I tried a new soup recipe. Yay. And I'm into it because I've been saying I need some new recipes and I wanted to try something new. And so I had come across this one and I decided to make it. I decided at the appropriate time, which was when I was making my grocery list so that I could get the appropriate ingredients, because I'll often want to try something new, but I don't want to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And so I don't end up doing it. So anyway, I did, and it was delicious.
It was beautiful.
It was so delicious. And then I had, I made some little noodles on the side to add to it, because I don't like when you have noodles in a big pot of soup and then you have leftovers, they just absorb so much liquid and they just kind of get mushy. Yep. So I had those on the side, and I forget what they're called. It might be, I was going to say rigatoni, but I don't think that's what it is. But anyway, they're these little circles. They're the cutest little pasta. And they just added to the soup, and it was actually really, really good. It was delicious.
I love that.
And I, of course, tweaked the recipe. I added more vegetables. I added carrots and celery and stuff that weren't in the recipe, but it still turned out really, really good. So,
and again, it was beautiful. It was a very beautiful recipe. Okay, speaking of things we love, I'm an iPad kid at heart. I love to have a show on in the background. I love to carry my iPad through my home, just I'm washing dishes, iPad's on with the movie.
Right.
I carry it with me now to the bedroom, making the bed. Whatever it is, I have my iPad with me. And I recently discovered these iPad tablet holders at IKEA. And they're this cute little metal stand, and it just holds your iPad so you're not trying to put it
prop
against
something.
So I had bought one, And I had been using it in my office when I was like working and stuff, just to have like, a book on or song on or whatever. And I was loving it. And I found myself not just hauling the iPad around, but the iPad stand. And so because I'm in my year of like pinch points and getting rid of them, I went and I bought 2 more. So I have one that lives in my kitchen, one that lives in my bathroom, and one that lives in my office. And it is incredible. And it's just one of those things that makes me so happy because everywhere I go, I have a place to put my iPad. And it's smart. I love it. And I'm like, why didn't I do this? It was cost $15 each or something. And I'm like, this changed my life. Yeah. I mean, not really, but it did make it a lot more convenient to be an iPad adult. So.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay, here's another thing that I'm into lately, and that is driver's education, where somebody else teaches my child the rules of the road. And let me just say, I don't think I'm a good parent in a lot of ways. I don't think I'm a great teaching my kid to drive parent. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I possess those skills necessary because I am and maybe I'm not alone in this, but I am an entire stress ball of anxiety next to my child as they drive. And I am terrified. Yeah. I'm terrified the entire time that, and it's not fun. It's not fun for me at all. It's not fun for them. And so even though my child has completed the driver's education, I mean, I'm so grateful that they have this program that they can say all the rules and there's some of the load off. I still have to get all the hours with this child. They still have to do a lot of drive. I mean, we're the ones that have to drive with them.
Like thousands of hours, right?
Well, it's 50 before they get their license.
50?
But 50. But I mean, it takes a while to get that. Okay. I mean, that's
a long time.
To me, it seems.
I guess 1,000 hours is a lot. Just kidding.
Imagine 50 hours of terror.
Yeah, no, that's like a full work week plus
nonstop. Yeah, I mean, so anyway, I'm just taking a deep breath. So I was gonna say we're talking about what we're into. I'm into the driver's ed portion of that. Them taking on, a lot of that load. However, I still have to follow up and continue to it's a whole thing. Teaching a kid to drive is a whole thing. And I'm into the here, we'll pay you to teach them.
Yeah. Love that.
Still have to teach them. And every time I say something, it's, I know. I'm like, but
you're not doing
it.
Please stop the car immediately. And anyway.
It's just deep breaths.
Okay. So I am trying to have like happy, relaxing hobbies right now because I need things that are like my mind can just kind of go blank. There's a lot going on in the world. I need to decompress and not be online and whatever. And so I found a puzzle saver board. It is this giant board.
Okay.
And it has little drawers on the sides so you can sort your puzzle pieces and this beautiful flat top that you can push your puzzle pieces around. And it has a nice little cover that I can put on the top so the cats can't get to it. And it's on a Lazy Susan so you can spin it around and around. It's amazing. And it's so thin so I can put it under like a sofa or a bed if I need to like hide it.
I'm going to need to look at this closely.
It's amazing. And I just like, I take one of my iPad stands, I put on a movie, and then I just puzzle at night and I can just like flip it around and move stuff around. And then when I'm done, I just have a little cover. And it's nice because then it doesn't take up your whole dining room table where you can't use it then. Yeah. You can just
pick it up and move it.
And it's, I've had them before, like the ones that are like the felt ones that you can roll.
Yeah.
And you can't slide the pieces and it's annoying and they get stuck. I'm like, absolutely not. So I got rid of that in my Great Purge. And now I have this and I was just like, this is wonderful.
Okay. I'm going to look at that when we're done recording because I want to check it out because I've actually been into puzzling recently to my surprise. And it's something there's something almost therapeutic about it because I feel like I can zone out and just, I don't have a lot of activities where I do that.
Yeah.
So
it's just, it's very peaceful. So I'm here for it.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love that so much. Okay. Something else I'm into. I've always loved babies. I love babies. And I'm really into babies that are not mine, like in the baby stage. So I can hold a baby. I can have interactions and they're so cute and just fun. And so I'm really into that. I'm really into babies that are not mine because I don't have to do any of the work. I don't have to do any of the hard stuff. And I just can have fun with them and enjoy them. And then if they get fussy, it's like, okay, it's over.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
it's
the
so
best.
great. It's so great.
Yeah. That's my favorite type of child, one I can give back. So again, in my quest for beauty, I'm always looking. I love the under eye patches and the under eye, like the little.
I bought some of those ones for my husband. Isn't that funny?
Oh, that's amazing.
He had a request. So I bought him ones that had like snail slime or something.
Yeah. So I bought some from my favorite Good Molecules. It's like a caffeinated one, and I wear them in the morning when I'm like doing my hair.
A caffeinated one. Does it wake up your eyes?
I think it helps with like puffiness and stuff, which is not typically my problem, but whatever. I'll do anything at this point just to like maintain and feel like I'm doing something. But I found a new one. I got it through my FabFitFun box, which I just can't get rid of. And they're called Faded. And what I like about them is they're kind of like almost like a little bit sticky. Like a lot of them are kind of slimy and like they move around. These ones, you put them and they don't move. And I really like them, and they are super cute. And I'm just so happy to be using them. Like I think I shared before, like I had a ton of eye patches that went by the wayside because I wasn't using them.
Yeah.
And
they
so
dried
now
out.
they dried out, and it's just like, it was such a waste of money and resources. And I'm just so happy that I'm able to use them every day, basically. And so between my Good Molecules ones, which come in a big pack and you just kind of scoop one out and it's like perfect.
So when do you put these on? At what time of day?
As soon as I wash my face and I'm like ready to like start doing like my skincare, I put them on first.
Are we talking morning or
in the
night?
morning?
Okay.
In the morning. So I put my skincare on, and then I do my hair, and then I do my makeup. And after I do my eye makeup, I pull them off. And then it also actually helps too, because then if I have any fallout, a lot of times it removes the fallout from my eyeshadow and stuff. So it's just an easy way to get them in. At nighttime, if I try to do that, like a lot of times I don't want to wear them for long enough, before
you
bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah. So it's like perfect because I wear them for 15 to 20 minutes when I'm getting, started in the day. It gives me a little lift. Whether it's real or not, I don't care. It's a placebo effect. I don't care.
It doesn't
I just
matter.
want it. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Something else I'm into. Again, this one's not new,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of go through different seasons where I'm like into it and then I'm not into it as much. And that is hot tubbing. I've been more into it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a hot tub. We've had it for many years now at this point. And my husband uses it almost daily. And he has, he's used it way more than me. So like I said, I go through seasons, and sometimes weeks will go by and I haven't been in the hot tub. But lately I've been in the hot tub a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really into it. It's very enjoyable.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Thank you. I do too.
Okay. Speaking of hot water in the shower, I have different soaps for different parts of the body. Okay. Just putting that out there, because, you have different pH in different places, and you don't want to use something that's like too rough, if you get my drift. However, I had for years been just using a bar soap with I use I don't typically use a washcloth. I use like a Korean bath towel that's like a little bit scratchy. So it gives you, it exfoliates. It exfoliates while it's like washing. Like I want the skin off. I do
too. And I haven't been able to find a good thing that I really like. So I want to know.
I will send you a link to the one that I like
Please
to use.
do.
I got it at the TJ Maxx, but you can get them at the Target. Anyway, but like I really love a foamy like bath wash, and it's hard because the soap doesn't always do that, and I'm using like a very mild soap in special regions,
Oh, yes.
And it's like, I don't want that all over my body. I want something more floral or whatever. And I found St. Ives, which notoriously back in the day there's like the St. Ives apricot scrub that we would use on our face that they said was like horrible. And now some people are debunking that. I don't know, but whatever. I started using their body washes, and they have like a pink grapefruit one, and they have like a shea butter coconut one or something. And I have just loved them. And so great. It's like the perfect.
That's affordable too.
It's super affordable. They last forever. Like it's very foamy, and maybe somebody like, well, it's not clean, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I want a lot of suds. I want enough. It's the kind of scent that is enough scent to kind of leave you a little bit like, oh, I smell it lightly on my skin, but not be like, oh, I'm going to get a migraine. Okay. So I just have been loving it, and I just want to put it out there. It is, I think it was like $3.69 or something, and I'm like here for it. It lasts me like 5 months.
That's great.
Makes me happy just thinking about it.
Oh,
it's the little things in life right now. Those
things.
moments
and
of joy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan. Okay. I have one more thing on my list.
Okay.
And that is snickerdoodles. I have never made snickerdoodles until recently, and my daughter has been requesting them for a long time. And I've eaten them. I've had them. I know what kind of cookies they are. They're not my favorite cookie. It's probably why I didn't make them. But I decided to make them for her and with her. And they are so delicious. And they're super simple and easy to make.
Yes.
And they're fun. I've never made them before.
Literally, as you said that, I had flashbacks to my childhood and I was rolling the balls and then putting in the sugar.
Cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so fun. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. So my freezer has, and the downside is that I keep eating them, which isn't great for a couple reasons. But man, they're delicious.
And again, it brings a little bit of joy. And that's what this is about. These are things that just bring us a little joy in the dark days
of life.
That's right. But I love it. I love it all. So yay, I'm excited. I'm going to try some new things. I'm excited that we got to share a little bit today.
Are you going to try clip-in hair color things?
I will not be doing that.
Why not? I can give you one.
It's just not my particular style. Like I barely can curl my hair. Anything after that, I'm just like, absolutely not. But I'm here for it in other people. So yeah. But if you start putting feathers in your hair, like a la Kesha, 2007, I will be like, no, Jayme.
Okay, maybe I should look for some just for that.
If you're enjoying the podcast and would like to support the show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost. Check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.